Well, just days ahead of the Lok Sabha elections are to be announced, the Election Commissioner Arun Goel has resigned from the post. The three-member commission was already down to two when the Election Commissioner Anup Chandra Pandey had retired last month. So, with Goel's exit, the commission is now left with just the Chief Election Commissioner, Rajiv Kumar. A former IAS officer, Goel took office as the Election Commissioner on the 21st of November in 2022. His tenure was in fact till 2027 and he would have succeeded Rajiv Kumar as the CEC in February 2025 had he not resigned. His appointment as the Election Commissioner was marred with a lot of controversy. He was the Union Heavy Industries Secretary when he took voluntary retirement from the Indian Administrative Services on the 18th of November in 2022. A day later, he was appointed to the commission. In fact, the immediate reason for Goel's resignation is not known yet. But as per sources, he had aired his dissent on some issues in the Election Commission internal meetings. While dissent has been witnessed in Election Commission on several occasions in the past, it's not immediately clear whether it has any connection with the resignation. In fact, politics has also broken out in no time, with the opposition training guns at the Modi government. Listen in to some reactions.
I think that this government of India didn't want a free and fair election at all. Earlier, they changed the Chief Justice from the selection body of the Election Commissioner and Commissioner. In place of Chief Justice of India, they put a cabinet minister. Now, the Election Commission become the decision of making Election Commission become one of the government affair. Now, surprisingly, just before the elections declaration, one of the Election Commission is also resigned. This is shocking news for the country. Total transparency lost in this process. How can we believe in this process? This is very much shocking.
So the opposition has gone all guns blazing against the Modi government, expressing deep concerns over the sudden resignation of Goel. In fact, the Congress party also recalled how in 2019, Ashok Lavasa had also dissented against the clean chit to Prime Minister Modi in the NCC violation matter, claiming that he faced multiple inquiries later on. In fact, drawing parallels with that episode, the Congress party alleged that the government, through its pressure tactics, was trying to destroy democratic institutions. The TMC MP Mahua Moitra also took a dig at the BJP government at the centre, saying Goel will now be replaced by a hand-picked yes man. My colleague Aditi is joining us with these reactions that have come in from the opposition. Aditi, the opposition saying that this resignation is extremely concerning and questioning the democratic values, saying that this only brings forth more concerns.
Well, exactly, Pratibha. And the opposition is saying that this is an attempt to remove the transparency that the SC had mandated. And we have Mallikarjun Kharge reacting to the Election Commissioner's resignation. He says, Election Commission or Election Omission? India now has only one Election Commissioner, even as Lok Sabha elections are to be announced in just few days. Why? As I have said earlier, if we do not stop the systematic decimation of our independent institutions, our democracy shall be usurped by dictatorship. ECI will now be among the last constitutional institutions to fall. Since the new process of selecting the election commissioners have now effectively given all the power to the ruling party and the PM, why has the new election commissioner not appointed even after 23 of the completion of latest tenure? Modi government must answer these questions and come out with a reasonable explanation. We have Jairam Ramesh also reacting to the election commissioner's resignation, the Goel's resignation that has come just yesterday. They're all claiming that this is an attempt to, diminish the transparency. Jairam Ramesh says, did he actually resign over differences with the Chief Election Commissioner or with the Modi government, which does the front seat driving for all supposedly independent institutions? Second question that the Congress is asking is, or did he resign for personal reasons? The third question that the Congress has posed is, or did he, like the Calcutta High Court judge a few days back, resign to contest the forthcoming Lok Sabha polls on a BJP ticket? The Election Commission has for 8 months now refused to meet with INDI parties on the issue of voter verifiable paper audit trail, VVPATs, that they are so very essential to prevent electronic voting manipulation. Each passing day in Modi's India deals an added blow to democracy and democratic institutions.
Okay, all right. Saying that there is no transparency. In fact, the politics over the resignation has exploded. Jairam Ramesh tweeting regarding the same. In fact, he also spoke about it and said that this should be extremely concerning for every voter in the country. Listen in.
कल अरुण गोयल जी ने इस्तीफा दिया। मेरे मन में 3 कारण आए। पहला कारण, क्या उनके और मुख्य इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के बीच में कुछ मतभेद आ गए हैं? क्या उनके और मोदी सरकार जो फ्रंट सीट में बैठकर ड्राइविंग करती है सभी संवैधानिक संस्थाओं की, क्या उनके बीच में कुछ मतभेद आ गए हैं? दूसरा मेरे मन में यह आया, व्यक्तिगत कारण हो सकते हैं, व्यक्तिगत कारण बिल्कुल हो सकते हैं उसकी वजह से। पर तीसरा कारण यह भी मेरे मन में आया, अभी कलकत्ता के हाई कोर्ट के जज ने इस्तीफा दे दिया और अगले दिन बीजेपी में वो शामिल हो गए और बीजेपी की चुनाव लड़ने की उन्होंने घोषणा की। क्या ये इलेक्शन कमिश्नर भी इस्तीफा दिया है ताकि वो चुनाव लड़े बीजेपी की टिकट पर? ये भी हो सकता है। तो अगले कुछ दिन में स्पष्टीकरण तो आएगा।
My colleague Sabir Sachi also joining us on the broadcast with the details of what's happening and the politics around it. Sabir Sachi, in the peak of the Lok Sabha election preparations, even before the announcement of the dates, Arun Goel has submitted his resignation. Any word coming in on what could be the reason for it? Because the opposition has already started questioning the transparency of the EC.
Well, see, Arun Goel's sudden resignation has sparked controversy. Now, he has cited that because of health reasons, he is putting down his papers. But at this particular point, the opposition is raising question against the central government and certain departure of Arun Goel. Now, the opposition say that there has been reports that there was differences between the chief election commissioner and the election commissioner. And while the review meeting was going on in Kolkata, Arun Goel had left the meeting abruptly. Now the opposition say that he did not accept that the election commission would be controlled by the central government, and that is the reason why he has put down his resignation. But the opposition also say that it could be a possibility that Arun Goel must be contesting in the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. But as for the sources, see, when Arun Goel had put down his papers, the central government had tried to persuade him to not leave at this particular time because we are just a few days away from the announcement of the Lok Sabha polls, and already there was a post vacant out there, and now 2 posts are vacant, and the election commissioner would be appointed by the central government soon before the announcement of the Lok Sabha polls. See, at this particular time it is extremely crucial because in several states the review meeting is going on, like it was happening in the state of West Bengal. The review meeting was going on. We had seen that the central forces in large numbers have been deployed in the state. So at this particular point, the opposition continues to raise question, says that the election commission is being controlled by the central government, and there is more to it. And at this particular time, the central government would handpick someone that would give judgment of favors for the central government.
Okay, all right. Sabir Sachi, thank you for joining us with those details. It's a developing story. We're seeing a lot more reactions coming in, especially with the opposition now saying that this undermines the democratic values of the country. But for a better understanding of how the election commissioners are appointed, let's take a look and look at the background of how these commissioners are appointed to understand how it all went in. Take a look.
Now let's talk about, the background of what it unfolded, how the resignation came into place, and why there is so much outrage in the opposition. Well, how is the appointing of election commissioners take place, viewers? The background is 4 petitions were filed in Supreme Court between 2015 to 2022. Now, after these petitions, please call for transparent system to appoint ECS. Now, this is why, they wanted everybody in the opposition plus in the government wanted a transparent election commission body, and hence they submitted plea. Then on September 2022, a 5-judge bench started to hear the matter. Then in March 2023, last year, 5-judge SC bench ruled on the matter, and what could be mandated was, what the outcome of that hearing was that SC, the apex body, mandated a 3-member appointment committee. Committee was to comprise of Prime Minister, LOP in Lok Sabha and CJI. The LOP in Lok Sabha is also very important, and that's what the opposition is claiming, that now the power will be shifted to Prime Minister. The SC also said that no change in composition until a parliamentary law is passed. The government cannot take decisions on its own. A parliament law has to be passed if any changes are to be made. Now, bill brought by government under, after this Bill gave new composition of appointment committee. That's what helped in bringing more transparency in the system. PM and LOP in cabinet minister I beg your pardon, President Murmu gave assent to the bill in December 2023, after which this was a body that was elected, and that's when the whole system of a transparent election commission body was registered.